Hey, good Monday evening, everybody. Red Sox collector Dan McGraw here, making a Monday Mailday video. Say that fast 5 times. One of my better mail days in a long time, as far as the quality of the things I got. I got a lot of 6 autographed baseballs, which overall I'm pretty disappointed in, to be honest with you, based on the condition that I got. Bought it from a big dealer who does a lot of shows and has had signings in the past, and I think they clearly went in and grabbed the absolute worst condition balls from each of these players that they could find. They were closeout deals. They did ship them quickly, and they did include ball cubes with each one, which I wasn't expecting. All but one, 5 out of the 6. Nothing great here for players, so I don't feel like I got ripped off. I mean, I still didn't pay a lot for them, but I'm just disappointed with the quality of the product from a big company like themselves, and you'll see what I mean when I show them. Also today, I received 3 certified autograph cards, including one of my favorite players, and also a 3-card relic lot of one of my favorite players. Same guy, hint, hint. And a top 10 card. I did a video last year during the summer of my top 10 Red Sox cards that I wanted to try to obtain. And I obtained one of them a few months ago, and I picked up yet another one off the list. So my second top 10. This is a card I've wanted for a long time. Haven't found one that I could really afford that was in good enough condition for what I was looking for, and I finally was able to do both. I found one that was in pretty good condition at a reasonable price. It wasn't a buy it now or a best offer. It was an auction style, and I was able to get the winning bid, so I was very happy about that. And the final thing I received in the mail was a return for an eBay sale that I made a few weeks ago. Seller claiming that the card came bent, and I don't know if it's the same card I sent. Hard to say. It went from pack to sleeve to rigid holder in between 2 pieces of cardboard and a bubble mailer. I just don't see how this could have happened without the card getting creased, but I'll show that card and see what everybody thinks about that. Starting off, I want to start off showing my 6 autographed baseballs. I'm going to do this pretty quick because I don't want to make this video too long. First one, supposedly, is Tommy Harper. Now, I actually already had a Tommy Harper ball, so I'm kind of mad at myself for buying this. This is the ball. Now, Tommy looks like Tommy. That does not look like Harper at all. It does not look at all like the one that I have. The one I have says Tommy Harper, Red Sox Hall of Fame, and the year he was inducted. I'm going to have to research this ball a little bit and see. It actually has a Sure Shot sticker on the back, and it has the matching COA. I'm going to look this up because I'm looking at this, and it just doesn't look like at all like Tommy Harper. So I want to figure out if this is not Tommy Harper, if it's somebody else. The next one is a 2013 World Series champion, Mr. Franklin Morales, number 56. It's on a 2012 100-year baseball, official ball. Some bleeding on this one. The cases, by the way, are kind of gross. They have sticker marks all over them, multiple sticker marks, all of them. They're covered in dust. So, again, I think they dug through the warehouse and found the absolute worst ones they could find. And they'll hear about it because I just think that it's very misrepresented. I mean, they were closeout deals. I paid between $5 and $15 a piece for these balls, so I can't complain, and none of them are big stars or even stars for that matter. They're just mix of old-timers and guys that I just didn't have in my collection, so I can't complain too much. This one's probably the best ball that I got. It's a Ted Websio. Websio played for the Red Sox back in the 50s. I don't know if he's still alive or not. This is on a ballpoint pen. This is one of the nicer ones I have. The ball is in pretty good condition. Again, the case has tape marks up here and scuffs and cracks. Not cracks, but it's pretty beat up, but it'll do for now. It was essentially kind of free. I wasn't expecting it. This one right here is George Thomas. Thomas played for the Red Sox in the mid and late 1960s, maybe even into the early 70s, I believe. Don't know if he's still living or not, but this one's in decent shape. It is bleeding a little bit. If you look closely, you can see a little bit of bleeding there, but overall, not too bad. Then we have a Lee Stange, I don't know how you pronounce that. He was a player for the Red Sox back in the 60s as well. Signature is bleeding a little bit. The thing that got me about this ball, this looks like it was taken outside, used a little home run derby action. It is completely scuffed. The back of it is almost completely worn off. You can barely make out that that's an official Major League ball. The ball itself is dirty. The cube is dirty, has sticker marks all over it. That one I'm going to complain about because this ball looks used, and this guy played in the 60s. It's not a game-used ball, and if it is, I don't want it. I don't want a guy who played in the 60s on a early 2000s, 2000 teens Major League Baseball. So I'm going to complain about that one, definitely, because that ball it's clearly used or something going on with that. So disappointed. The last one I have is a member of the 2004 championship team, Mr. Alan Embry. Nice big signature, but definitely showing some bleeding on an official Major League ball. The ball itself is a little dirty. All the balls are a little bit dirty, like they were handled a little bit too much or used. So I'm a little frustrated with that. I'm going to write them and try to find out exactly what I need to do. I probably won't order from them again. Their shipping has always been expensive. They do a lot of sales on 8x10s and 16x20s, and their 8x10s, I had a shopping cart full of 8x10s. I had ordered, I think, 8 or 10 of them, and it was going to cost me like $35 to ship them. And I'm assuming they probably come in a protective sleeve, but you could put those all into a flat rate priority box and ship that for about $17, and they were charging me double, and I ended up canceling the order. So I'm going to probably give them a call, send them some pictures, or email them and send them some pictures and say, maybe advertise a little bit better that these are maybe lesser condition balls, and that's why they're on closeout. I mean, some of these I could find at shows or find online on eBay auctions for the same price in a lot better condition. So I'm definitely a little disappointed at that, but it is what it is. I didn't pay a lot for them. Average cost was around $8 to $8.50 a ball. So that's really not expensive. It's less than the price of the official ball by quite a bit. All right, so I'm going to get to the cards now. First one is a 3-card lot of relics of one of my favorites, Mr. Dwight Evans. One of which I did not have. That's basically why I bought the lot. The other 2 will be duplicates. First one is a 2000, I believe this is 2002. Gotta fix my magnifying glass here. 2001 Heroes of Baseball bat swatch. Nice looking card, not numbered. This is from the Red Sox Greats set from 2006 Fleer. This one is a jersey swatch. I think I have this one already, but I'm going to double check. This is the one I really bought the lot for. This is a 2005 Leather and Lumber from Donruss. It's numbered to 100. It's number 99 of 100. That's a nice looking back card of Dewey. I did not have this one. So a beautiful pickup. More cool Dwight Evans stuff for my collection. All right, and let's see. I might as well show the autograph because this is a really cool one. This one is from 2005 Diamond Kings. And this is a dual relic auto of Evans. This card, they didn't tape the top of it. So when I opened up the envelope, the card was sticking halfway out of the envelope. So I was pretty upset about that. Doesn't appear to have done any damage to the top corners, which is good. This one is numbered 22 of 25. So this is a very limited Dwight Evans autograph. His cards have definitely had a spike in price. I lost out on an autograph the other day I ended up bidding like $10 more than I wanted, and I still got outbid. So I was disappointed at that because there's only a little bit. There aren't a lot of the one I bid on. I think it was numbered to 50, and I don't see it that often. So I have to wait for another one to come up. Might be months before that happens, but I'll be on the lookout. Next one. This is a cool Topps Heritage card from 2011, Mr. Ted Wills. I've seen this one before, but they don't come up for sale very often. It's not serial numbered. I don't know what the print run was on these, but the old-timer ones, I always love to get these old-timer cards. Starting to make a dent in the back years. Before I was really into Red Sox cards, like full bore. I wasn't really looking for these cards back then, so I'm spending a little bit more time trying to find these now. But again, any retired players I love to get certified autograph cards of. And the last autograph card was this beautiful Chris Sale card from 2019 Topps Triple Threads. This is I'm going to call it purple because I have a hard time pronouncing amethyst. but it's the Amethyst card, and it is numbered, I believe, to 99, if I'm not mistaken. This one's actually 75. It's number 66 of 75. Has a nice giant swatch and a sale auto, and that is, I believe, a sticker auto. Let me just verify that. Yeah, that's a sticker auto. But a nice card of sale. I've picked up a couple of his autographs lately. Hadn't picked up any for quite a while, despite the fact that he hasn't pitched in a year, and it's probably not coming back until the second half of this year. There have been some pretty strong prices still on Chris Sale stuff. So definitely was happy to pick that card up at a pretty good price. Now, the last card I'm going to show is a top tenner. And if you watched my video, I may try to go back and put a link to that video in the description of this one, if I think of it, because I tend to forget these things. I'm definitely going to change holders. This card is definitely in a 1980s screw-down holder, which is actually, I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking, how am I going to get this out of here? I'm looking at the holder now. Okay, there we go. He put the screws in facing one way on the top and facing the other way on the bottom. So here it is, the 1954 Topps Ted Williams, number 250. And as you can see, this is a vintage holder that it's in. I'm going to leave it in here until I get a better one to put it in. I don't have any extras hanging around right now. The card is in pretty good shape. There's no creasing in the card. The back, you can't see the back. It's dark. It's darkened in from the holder, type of holder it is. Centering's pretty good on it. A little bit off. Corners, they're not sharp, but they're not rounded either. They're in decent shape. I love the color of this card. The yellow just pops on this card, and I love it. It's one of my favorite cards of all time. I now have the complete 1954 Topps team set because I've had card 1 for a while. So I'm excited to complete another team set, vintage team set, and this is the big gun. 1954, number 250. Been wanting this one for a long time. I got it at a very reasonable price. I'm very excited about it. If I do ever grade cards, I'm going to send this one in just to verify its authenticity. I'm laughing because just the holder itself makes me really believe it's authentic, because I don't think they were faking cards when this type of holder was put out. It's got the old-fashioned thick plastic screws on there. I remember having some of my cards in those holders. They were more of the rounded type of holder that went around, and it brings back a lot of memories when I think about those. But these screws immediately reminded me of that. So this is a nice card. It's going to be one of the top 5 in my collection now as far as favorites, and I'm so glad I was able to get it. I was getting nervous. I bought this card about 2 weeks ago, and it sat in California for like the first 10 days, and then finally made it to Nashua yesterday, and then arrived in my home state and in my hands this morning. So super, super excited about this card. So I am just over the moon with that one. And the last thing I'm going to show on this video is my returned item, and I'll see if anybody wants to give me some feedback. It is the 2021 silver rainbow foil of Ryan Mountcastle. Now, I'm going to look back at the photos of the card because I still have the photo that I took. Now, the seller, when he got the card, wrote back and said, "The card is bent. I would like a refund." Okay. Like I said, I pulled it out of a pack, I put it in a penny sleeve, I put it in a rigid holder, and then I put it in between 2 pieces of relatively thick cardboard and shipped it and taped it and sent it in a bubble mailer. And somehow the card arrived bent. Now, if I turn it sideways, you can kind of see it's definitely got a little bowing to it. Okay, it's not creased. I've looked at this card thoroughly. It is not creased. It's definitely bowed a little. Now, if this is in a holder, if PSA takes this out, or SCG or Beckett or whoever, and they look at that, is that going to hurt the overall grade of the card? I don't know. I mean, if that was this purchaser's intention, was to buy this card and immediately send it off for slabbing, and they felt that it wasn't going to get a 10 because it's not completely flat. I don't know. Maybe that was the thought process, but just ended up being a complete total waste of my time. I'm going to relist this card. I'm going to put a picture of it sideways. I'm not going to say the card is bent. It's not bent. It's curved a little bit. Okay? It's not creased. There's no surface damage to the card. Just frustrating. I just wanted to get rid of the card. I don't want to keep it. I'm not investing in a Orioles rookie. I'm a Red Sox guy. I don't care about this card. Anybody who's interested in it, I'll give you a good deal on it because I just want it gone. If anybody has anything cool Red Sox they want to trade me for or want to make me a cash offer, shoot me an offer. I don't care. I'm going to relist it on eBay. I'm going to put a side picture. And I'm going to put a front and back picture like I did the first time. Okay? I'm going to hold up another card that I have next to it. Is that... I don't know. I don't know. Am I wrong? Are we so overly concerned with getting a PSA 10 or a Beckett 9.5 on every single card that we purchase nowadays? That's the problem with the hobby. That's one of the problems with the hobby, is that you got people like this who try to buy these cards and immediately just want to grade them, and they find the slightest imperfection with the card and they're sending it back. And there's nothing I can do about it as a seller. I have to refund their money. I had to refund the shipping, which is BS because I had to pay the shipping. Yes, the seller sent it back. That's his choice. Did I specify returns accepted? I don't know if I did. But anyway, I'm just a little irked about this card. Again, I'm going to relist it. And I'm going to put photos of it. And it is what it is. It's not creased. I'm just bummed out that I have to deal with this. I want to get rid of the card. So anyway, I'll stop now. That's my little eBay rant. I'm really, as a seller on eBay, I have zero desire. I want to keep buying on eBay. I'm not that particular. I'm not that fussy with stuff like that. If I got that card, I wouldn't even look at that. Okay? I would leave it in the rigid holder and I would just leave it. And I'd be looking at the card and saying, it looks fine to me. But to each their own. If he's buying it to flip it and to grade it, that's his business. It's annoying. It really is. Sorry. So that's my video. Sorry to end it on kind of a down note, but super excited. One more time. Got to show it one more time. 54 Topps Ted Williams. Don't know what number this was on my top 10 list, but it was on there. Joins my 1938 Heads Up Bobby Doerr Gowdy card that I picked up a couple of months ago. It's 2 of the top 10 cards on my want list, so happy about that. I might have to find 2 new cards to slide onto that list now. Set up a new top 10. So thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm really enjoyed. I spent a lot of time yesterday. I had a migraine headache yesterday, and I've actually found that I could watch YouTube videos, and it just kind of made me relax. And I watched a ton of YouTubers yesterday. I watch it on the smart TV, so I can't comment or anything. So I am watching, and I am supporting people. I try to go on, if it's something I really want to comment on, I'll go on my phone and find it and put down a comment. But watched a lot of content yesterday, a lot of great collectors out there. The hobby is strong, no doubt about it. I keep hearing from a lot of collectors, collect what you love and love what you collect, and that's what I do. And people like this guy that returned this card, you guys can have your own little section of the hobby. I don't want to be part of that. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody, and take care.